Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane Music Maniacs Flavor Flav. This is one of the old school rappers that sort of started in the modern age of rap. I pre-ordered this guy from Amazon. He arrived today. So let's take a look at his packaging. As you can see at the top, McFarlane Toys, limited to 5,800 pieces. Music Maniacs, Hip Hop, Flavor Flav. Here he is in the package. He comes with a microphone, and of course he has his signature giant clock charm. And this version has a Viking hat on. On the back, we have Flavor Flav, and there's his barcode, if that helps. So with no further ado, let's open him up. Alright, now that we have this figure out of the package, here he is with all the accessories laid out. Here's a display stand with a microphone that will attach to it, and a collector's card. Before I check those out, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy! He's a member of Public Enemy, old school rap, very, very influential. He was pretty sort of eccentric, a lot of drugs, a lot of weird stuff. Here he is with this ridiculous charm, that was sort of his thing. Big clock around his neck, and then he's got a Viking helmet, which is not something he did all the time. So let's take a closer look. Starting his face here, it looks pretty good. I mean, he has the glasses and the helmet on, so you don't see that much of his face, but you do see, I can actually see some hints of Flavor Flav there. Kind of cool. Pink sunglasses, Viking helmet, nice fancy fur coat, pink shirt, giant clock necklace. He's had different variations of those. Jeans, single jointed knees, single jointed elbow, some boots. Good looking figure. I do wish these were a little bit larger, but still happy to have these. Now, I think rapper action figures are really cool. I wish they would make more of them. They do not make many at all on the scale that I'm interested, which is 6 to 7 inch. Super 7 makes a couple. We got this guy. That's about it. I wish we could get some like Tupac figures and stuff like that, but I don't know if no one thinks people want those, or I don't know. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt. It's ridiculous, but fairly accurate. And now for his accessories. Here's his collector's card. As you can see, it's an image of him actually wearing this outfit. Flavor Flav. On the back, we have a certificate of authenticity. This is number 2,302 out of 5,800. Then we have his display stand. It comes with 2 separate pieces. When put together, it looks like this. We have the base here. Mine has this orange scratch on it from his feet from the package. And then you attach his microphone. And it's a pretty cool idea for a display base. It's almost like a little mini diorama and display base in one. Here's a look at Flavor Flav utilizing the display stand. It actually works really good with his microphone and the way his hand holds it. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing about 6.2 inches tall, which can translate to just under 16 centimeters. And if you go to the top of his horns, about 6.5 inches tall. And for his articulation, which is sort of on the basic side of things, but it's not horrible. So, starting with his head, you can rotate side to side. You can look up and down at least a little bit. Shoulders, ball joint, they go out a little bit less than 90 degrees. Up, down, around. Single jointed elbow goes in about 90 degrees with rotation. His wrist can rotate. He sort of has pointing. He can also be holding. I like the clock. Pretty cool. I like the texture on his coat. Legs simply go forward and back. Single jointed knee with rotation. And there you go. Here's a look at Flavor Flav on stage, rapping at one of his concerts. Now let's check him out next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Music Maniac figures. Here he is, next to the first wave of Music Maniacs. This had Ozzy Osbourne and Alice Cooper. And here he is next to Rob Zombie, the only one I wanted from Wave 2. Then, with Freddie Mercury and Slash from Wave 3. And it seems like Flavor Flav is sort of a single release. I guess that's the only figure I wait for. Giving me my entire collection of McFarlane Music Maniacs. I have all of them except for the one I passed in Series 2. Here's Flav next to Super 7's Biggie Smalls and Old Dirty Bastard. A couple rappers. They're not the same scale. I wish more companies would make rappers in the 6 and 7 inch scale. I would buy pretty much all of them. Super 7 made, I think it was RZA from Wu-Tang Clan, but he's in some weird robotic futuristic outfit. That was an easy pass for me. And with a couple of other Super 7 musicians, we have Lemmy Kilmister and Cliff Burton. Here's Flavor Flav next to all my Clock King figures. I think they would appreciate his love for clocks. And here he is, next to a few different clocks. And he is the exact same scale and style as McFarlane's Batman Classic TV series retro line. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane Music Maniac figure, they're the 6 inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the smaller action figure lines I collect, and work my larger. Here he is, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures, and some SH Figure Arts action figures. And now, with some Mafex and Hasbro Marvel Legends. Here's Flavor Flav, next to some Popcorn. And here he is, with some Mezco and Mattel DC figures. Then, with both some Jazzwares and Mattel wrestling figures. Next, with some NECA and DC Direct figures. And finally, with some McFarlane and Diamond Select toys. So overall, this Flavor Flav figure is a lot of fun. He looks pretty good. I do wish they went with a little more sort of a normal look and not that Viking helmet, but I do understand it's based off a very specific look. His accessories are almost non-existent, but I do like the display stand with the microphone. It's a nice touch. I like his big charm across the stomach. I like the way his jeans and boots look, and they did a good job on his jacket, especially considering this is sort of a more basic retro type line. Now, he's a little bit smaller than I'd like. His articulation is a little bit limited, but it's, like I said, pretty good for a basic line. If I were to rate this guy, probably give him like a 6.5 out of 10. There's a lot of things I do like about him, but there's a lot of things I don't like about him, which I just mentioned. The size, the sort of retro style. Not as bad as those 5 points for articulation figures. But still, he definitely could be better. But he looks pretty good for what he is. The likeness, the paint job, the texturing. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.